With the Galaxy G Fold, its first ever trifold gadget, Samsung is poised to make a strong statement in the folding smartphone industry. This creative gadget combines the features of a tablet and smartphone into one small flexible device. Expected to launch with the Galaxy Z Fold 7 and Z Flip 7, the Galaxy G Fold has a special folding mechanism and a silicon carbon battery, among other innovations. Starting in South Korea and China, this calculated rollout emphasizes Samsung's attention on important areas where demand for foldable smartphones is fast rising. Offering consumers unmatched adaptability and use, the trifold design of the Galaxy G Fold is a major advance in folding technology. Its inward folding mechanism lets the gadget grow into a 9.96-inch display, therefore offering a tablet-like experience perfect for multitasking, work, and entertainment. Folding the gadget turns it into a little 6.54-inch screen, which makes it exceedingly portable and practical for daily usage. This design appeals to consumers who need a smooth transition between many use cases. The Galaxy G Fold fits easily to your demands, whether you want a bigger screen for business or a smaller form size for mobility. Drawing influence from the Z Fold 7, the G Fold keeps a thin and compact appearance, making sure utility without sacrificing on aesthetics or durability. This mix of shape and function promotes the Galaxy G Fold as a flexible smartphone for both professional and personal usage. At the core of the Galaxy G Fold is a silicon carbon battery, a unique breakthrough above typical lithium-ion technology. This battery has a better energy density, enabling Samsung to give prolonged use hours without increasing the device's size or weight. With a speculated capacity of just under 5,000 milliamps, the G Fold is meant to sustain extended hours of usage, giving it a trustworthy companion for consumers with demanding lifestyles. The use of silicon carbon battery technology signifies a big step forward in meeting the energy demands of foldable gadgets. By incorporating this innovation, Samsung not only enhances the G Fold's performance, but also reinforces its position as a leader in battery technology. Competing companies like Honor are also investigating similar developments, but Samsung's integration of this capability into a trifold design puts the Galaxy G Fold alone in the market. The Galaxy G Fold is projected to provide top-tier performance, appealing to both tech fans and professionals. One of its noteworthy features is support for 8K video recording at 30 frames per second, a capacity that appeals to content makers wanting professional-grade video quality. Additionally, the gadget features key design characteristics from the Galaxy Z Fold 7, including a sturdy hinge mechanism, high-quality speakers, and a flat body design. The innovative hinge mechanism attracts particular notice. It provides easy folding and unfolding while retaining the device's structural integrity, solving durability issues that are commonly linked with foldable devices. These features highlight Samsung's dedication to provide a superior user experience by blending innovation with practicality. The Galaxy G Fold is not simply a product. It is a testimony to Samsung's ability to push the limits of what a smartphone can do. Samsung intends to introduce the Galaxy G Fold in July, with an initial sale confined to South Korea and China. This strategic emphasis reflects the rising demand for foldable smartphones in these markets, where customers are increasingly attracted to new smartphone designs. By targeting these major areas, Samsung intends to establish a firm presence and develop momentum before contemplating a larger worldwide release. The restricted launch also offers Samsung with a time to measure customer feedback and adjust its manufacturing procedures. This careful strategy guarantees that the Galaxy G Fold satisfies the high expectations of its target demographic. By focusing quality and consumer pleasure, Samsung enhances its status as a leader in the foldable device industry. The Galaxy G Fold joins a very competitive foldable industry, where competitors like Honor are already employing breakthroughs like as silicon carbon battery technology. However, Samsung's trifold design and incorporation of innovative technologies offer it a considerable edge. By merging the features of a smartphone and tablet, the Galaxy G Fold caters to those seeking flexibility and inventive innovation. Samsung's renowned brand and large ecosystem further boost the Galaxy G Fold's position in the market. The company's ability to develop a product that integrates technical improvements with practical usage makes the Galaxy G Fold a viable challenger in the foldable smartphone market. As competition rises, Samsung's dedication on innovation and quality guarantees that the Galaxy G Fold remains a standout option for customers. Samsung has always been recognized for its outstanding camera technology, and the Galaxy G Fold is no exception. The gadget is said to include a 200 megapixels primary camera sensor, followed by a 12 megapixels ultra-wide lens and a 10 megapixels telephoto lens. This complex arrangement is meant to produce flagship-level photography, enabling users to record high-resolution photographs and movies in a variety of lighting settings. On the front, the Galaxy G Fold is likely to incorporate a punch-hole camera, replacing the under-display camera technology found in earlier versions. This improvement is presumably aimed at enhancing visual clarity and dependability, addressing some of the shortcomings of prior systems. For photography fans, the Galaxy G Fold's camera system might be a big selling feature, giving professional-grade capabilities in a folding physical factor. It seems like trifold phones are poised to be the next big thing in the foldable phone sector. Huawei's Mate X-T has already been sold outside of China, and according to a new source, we might see the Samsung Galaxy G Fold appear this summer, with the Z Fold 7. ET News' recent story offers a plethora of fascinating facts regarding the G Fold, which is the reported moniker for Samsung's long-rumored trifold phone. Sources suggest that the phone is slated to go into production at some point in April, with the Z Fold 7 and Z Flip 7, and it appears like all three phones will be launched at the same time. Samsung usually organizes a Galaxy Unpacked at some time over the summer, and it's here that we anticipate to see the next generation of Z foldables. We can't predict what the precise date may be right now, as it tends to shift over any given year. But should this claim prove correct, then the trifold Galaxy G Fold might be on sale by the end of August. However, the fact that this phone has a fresh and relatively distinctive physical factor means it may be tough to get your hands on. One insider indicated that only a modest amount would be created in certain areas, exactly like when the Fold SE was introduced last year. Hopefully it won't be quite so restricted, given the Z Fold Special Edition was only available in China and South Korea. What will the Galaxy G Fold look like? There's a lot more to ET News article than prospective release details. Sources speaking to the Korean source also stated numerous specifics regarding the phone's design, including what sort of foldable it's going to be. Unlike the Huawei Mate X-T, which folds outwards to produce a single display screen, Samsung will presumably keep the inward folding design we've seen on the Z Fold series. If you've seen Samsung's Flex G prototype, then you've got a fair sense of what the internal display may look like. This choice of design also implies that the G Fold should also come with a cover display distinct from the folding screen. This will supposedly be the same size as both the Galaxy Z Fold 7 and the Z Fold Special Edition that was introduced last year, 6.49 inches. Meanwhile, the bigger foldable display is projected to measure 9.96 inches. Sadly, Samsung has replicated another Z Fold SE feature that's sure to be a lot less popular. ET News' sources suggest that Samsung will not be incorporating a digitizer layer, which would mean the G Fold won't support the S Pen pen. No doubt this was done to shave off a few additional millimeters of thickness, given the trifold design will have to be substantially thicker than a single hinge folding. It's fairly evident that Samsung has gotten complacent. It made significant leaps and advances before other businesses ever got started, only to follow it up with a series of incremental upgrades, following the same pattern that we see with classic slab phones. At the same time, it's not like Samsung doesn't have a chance here to regain its position as a leader in the foldable field. And what better way to do so than with the debut of a whole new product? There have been a few leaks that offer us an indication of what to anticipate from the Galaxy G Fold, most of which implies it will share some DNA with the impending Z Fold 7. According to Panda Flash Pro, the hinge mechanism is similar, while the speaker's drivers are the exact same. However, there is one thing that won't be the same, reportedly, and that's the crease. Samsung is believed to finally offer us an almost crease-less display with a Fold 7 that lines up with the likes of the Oppo Find N5. Unfortunately, reports indicate to this not being the case with the Galaxy G Fold, leading me to presume that it will appear more like the Fold 6. This will undoubtedly have an effect on prospective sales for a phone that already has a tough hill to climb. As for the software, if we overlook the mess that has been the One UI 7 deployment, I'm really not concerned about it. It could lose out on a few features here and there, but by and large, Samsung undoubtedly delivers the finest foldable software experience. I'm sure there will be bugs and idiosyncrasies, but it likely or hopefully won't have many growing pains as we've experienced in the past. What I would want for Samsung to do is shock the world and dedicate all of its available resources into producing the ultimate foldable phone. A phone that actually makes no sacrifices, meaning flagship camera hardware, a creaseless and pulse-width modulation-friendly trifold display, a bigger and thinner battery that also charges quicker, and heck, find out a way to fit the S Pen in there. I have little doubt that there isn't already such a gadget stashed somewhere in the bowels of Samsung's R&D department. Such a phone will probably never see the light of day, since it doesn't make financial sense for Samsung to sell a phone that would lose the business money. But if there's one firm that could execute something like that without worrying about many implications, it's Samsung. So if you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more exciting tech news and updates. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.